Okay, so recording has been started. Let's understand why we are here and what we are going to, talk about in this session today. So I've just created one folder called March 2023, and I'm just, making this note bigger, right? And so Power BI demo, right? So today we are here to discuss Power BI. So what is Power BI and why we learn this Power BI and how you are going to get the job. That is your target, right? So how and why we are going to get the job in Power BI. So is it possible? Market is how is the market, and though the market is tough, how you can get the job with my help, right? So there are a lot of trainings in the internet like YouTube or any other online platform that you can learn, but still, why you should learn here, right? So a lot of questions will come. So all these questions can be answered here. If not answered, please ask me in the at the end. Write down all your take your pen and paper ready. Okay, note down whatever you would like to note down, and doubts also you note down. If it is not clarified till the end, you can ask me. Okay, you can call me. I will give the mobile number. I can give. You can call me on Skype one on one. Okay, you can also share your screen, and we can discuss. We can work on after the class. Okay, if you have any doubts, right? So that's how the one-on-one caring will be there. Okay, that is one of the advantages that I'm going to provide. But let's understand what is Power BI and why should we learn this. Okay, what would be the market? Okay, how long we can sustain in the Power BI? So all these things that we can discuss here. Okay, who can learn Power BI? Okay, how to learn Power BI? All these things that we will discuss and how it looks like Power BI. Okay, so those things we will discuss in this demo. So Power BI, what is BI? Power we understand is a energy, right? So power means the force of energy, but what is BI? Right? Obviously, BI means business. B for business, bus in S. Okay, business intelligence. Okay, BI means business intelligence. Then business we know, but what is intelligence? Right? I for intelligence, or else intelligence. What is intelligence? So intelligence means not too much clever, it is not too much knowledge, or it's not smartness, or so not something like that. Okay, intelligence means what? Intelligence means what happened, what is happening, what will happen, how you can control it. Let me write what happened, what is happening, and what will happen, and how to control it the way you want it. Is called intelligence. So it is past. What happened is past. Okay. What happening is present. What will happen is future. And the way you control is called the effort that you take by understanding these three. Imagine the intelligence. So where the intelligence team will come and do, like let's say there is a crime. So intelligence people come and see what happened. Okay, so what would be happening at this point of time that who has done the crime? Okay, so where they will go, so that how we can catch them, right? Obviously, if you apply for business, what happened? What was my previous business? The profit is 100 rupees, so now still it is going down 90 rupees. Why previously is 100 rupees, now why it is going to 90 rupees? What will happen if I don't do anything? It will again go to 80 rupees, 70 rupees, something like that. So what I can control to get 150 rupees, 200 rupees profit? Okay, so if you apply this for business, it is business intelligence. If you apply for it is crime intelligence. If you apply for career intelligence. If you apply for your life intelligence, what happened so far in your life? What is happening right now? What will happen if you don't do anything? What will happen if you don't get the job? Okay, so all those things that you can apply for your life or anywhere, any situation, then you will become an intelligent person. So intelligence means who understand past, who understand present, who understand future, and then based on these three things, he can control what he really want. It's called intelligence. If you apply that for business, it's a business intelligence. Okay, so Microsoft now Power BI is from Microsoft. Okay, Microsoft is a big company. Everybody might have known. You might have using this laptop, Windows operating system from Microsoft. It's a big company. Okay, so Power BI is also developed by Microsoft. Okay, so Microsoft Power BI. Actually, it is Microsoft Power BI. Okay, so Microsoft also have another BI called MSBI. What is MSBI? MS means Microsoft BI. So Microsoft Power BI is different, Microsoft BI is different. Again, BI means B for business and I for intelligence. Okay, so what is the difference between Microsoft Power BI versus Microsoft Business Intelligence? MSBI. Power BI versus MSBI. Power BI versus MSBI. Because this is already there. It's almost, I mean, Power BI introduced in 2015, almost. Okay, 2014 and 15 in that range. Okay, how many years? 8 years, 9 years ago. I mean, fully market, started the market, their business into reporting. They started in around 2015. Okay. Prior to that also it is there with Excel BI, something like that, but fully Microsoft service and everything started in 2015 or so. Okay. But before that, Microsoft has MSBI. So let's understand what is the difference between Power BI and MSBI and Excel BI. Excel BI. So people think that Power BI is nothing but Excel. No, it is. It is not exactly the Excel. Looks like Excel, but it is more than that. Okay, it is more than that, and it's more powerful than Excel. Right. So let's see like what is the main difference between these three things. Okay. So the features and MSBI, Power BI, and then the Excel BI. Let's here. So let's also bring this to here, and let me add insert line to right and say Excel BI. Okay, so when it comes to features, let's say uh, someone was unmuted. Please check, all students. I'm hearing my voice back. Okay. Okay. So the feature is ETL. What is ETL? Extract, transform, and load. How to extract that data from different files and sources and load into wherever you want to you can load into. So that is called ETL. ETL means extract, T for transform, and L for load. ETL. Okay. So how you can do in MSBI? In MSBI we can do using SSIS. SS means SQL Server. SS means what? SQL Server. S means services. I for integration. Okay, SSIS, SQL Server Integration Services. Okay, you don't need to worry about it. Okay, so you just, but at least you should know what is SSIS. SSIS is a ETL tool in MSBI. What is SSIS? SSIS is ETL tool in MSBI. Okay, Now what about in Power BI? There is a Power Query. Power Query is a ETL tool in Power BI. So it is similar to SIS, but there is a lot of difference. Okay, so but similar work. Whatever Power Query do, MSBI can do. What MSBI can do, Power BI can do. And Excel BI. What is Excel BI? Excel BI is also Power Query. We have Power Query. I will show you that. Okay, later. Okay, now what else? In MSBI, Power BI, Excel BI, there is an ETL concept called SSIS, Power Query, Power Query. In this case, Power BI, Excel BI both are same, but they are not entirely same. Okay, now modeling. What is modeling? We will discuss. Modeling, here we have SSIS, and here SSIS, SQL Server Analysis Services. A for analysis, I for integration. So remaining three S's are same. SQL Server Integration Services, SQL Server Analysis Services. Okay, here we have modeling. Okay, model view. Okay, and here also we have Power Pivot. Okay, and then the reporting. Okay, SSRS. SSRS means SQL Server Reporting Services. SSIS means SQL Server Analysis Services. SSIS means SQL Server Integration Services. This is all MSBI. And here we have visualization. Visualization view. And here we have Power View. Okay, people think that Excel BI all has power, so it's a Power BI. No, actually Excel BI you do not have Power BI service to share. Okay, you cannot publish them and you can work with a team, but you need to only share that Excel individually. And if it is a huge data, you cannot share. Maybe you can share via SharePoint or something, but you will not get a lot of other features which are there in the Power BI service. So when it comes to Power BI, there are two main features. Okay, so these are all actually in Power BI desktop itself, but apart from Power BI desktop, there is a Power BI service also. When you ask Power BI, there are two main features. One is Power BI desktop and the other one is Power BI service. Okay, so what is desktop, what is service? This is free tool. It's a free tool. Okay, you can download it for free. I will tell you how to download, but this is paid one. This is paid service. Okay, that's where Microsoft will get the money from the business. Let's say you are doing a business, and if you want to do with this tool, and you can pay for it and you can use it monthly, 1400 rupees, something like that. Okay, but here in this training I will give it for free. Okay, for 2 months you need to practice and it will be valid only for 2 months. After that, still if you want to learn more about it, and then you need to ask me. Okay, I will try to give. Okay, so the Power BI service, it is a subscription. Okay, so subscription means it's like your internet subscription, your TV subscription, like right, DTH subscription. So you might have a lot of subscriptions, and your mobile subscription, right, like Airtel, Geo subscriptions, right? So subscription means you pay and use it, postpaid, prepaid, something like that, right? Similar way, Power BI is also a subscription. So we will talk about different subscription later. For now, let's understand how Power BI desktop looks like and what we can do there and why we come to Power BI service. So on a high level, we will discuss about these two things. So in Power BI desktop itself, you will see Power Query, model view, visualization. Oh, okay, model view or modeling, whatever it is. Okay, so these three are in Power BI desktop. The Power BI service is additional. Okay, why we have here, we can work with clients, we can share with other team members, and not only that, you will have a lot of other benefits that you are going to get. We will see one by one. Okay, so Power BI desktop is Power BI is actually making difference with Power BI service. Otherwise, same things that are also available in Excel, and same thing that also available in MSBI, but MSBI works in a different engine. Why they did not say MSBI 2.0, 3.0, something like that? But why did it say Power BI? Because the engines are different. MSBI engine is different, Power BI engine is different, and the way they work is different. So that is the reason they have given a new name entirely. Okay, so that is the main difference. If anybody asks why MSBI, why Power BI, both are from Microsoft. Actually, both, not both. These three are from Microsoft only. Excel is also from Microsoft. But there is a slight difference between all these three. Okay, so if they ask what is the exact difference, MSBI is not a cloud application, Power BI is a cloud application. Okay, this is the main difference. And the second difference is MSBI works on a different engine, Power BI works on a different engine. What is that engine? Vertipack engine. Vertipack engine. If anybody asks. Okay, so what is Vertipack engine? It works with X velocity, speed, velocity. Okay, it works with X velocity and with clustered column store index. This is just a remember. Okay, with what is clustered column store index and all, you will come to know indexing mechanism. Okay, it's a kind of mechanism. Okay, so let's say I said electric scooty. Why you call it as electric scooty? There is an engine. What is that engine? It's a motor with battery. So that's what we, similar way, Power BI is also engine. In the back end, it works with X velocity on the cluster column store indexing. Cluster column store indexing. So that's the main difference. What exactly mean by that? So you will come to know by the end. If not, then that's okay. Okay. So if they ask what is Power BI, on which engine it will work, simply say Vertipack engine. It works with X velocity on cluster column store indexing mechanism. Okay, so that's how you can just tell this word. You practice this word. Okay, I mean nobody asks if anybody asks. Okay, now as I said, Power BI desktop is free. If it is free, then how to get it? Right. So that is the next question. So open your browser, the Chrome browser or any other browser that matter, and search for Power BI desktop download. And then you will get powerbi.microsoft.com first link and just click on that. Okay, and go to products. You can see the Power BI desktop. And do not click on this yellow button, but click on this. I will tell you why. Okay, it will open up something like this, and you can simply click on this. If you click on the first button, it will open from the store. Okay, there is a store, Microsoft store. Like in phone, there is a Play Store, right? Similar way, here also you have a store something like this one. Okay, so I mean, if you have a licensed Windows, that is fine, but if not, then I recommend always choose this. Okay, it's up to you. If you want to go with that, you can go with no issues. But what I recommend is you can click on the second option, and it will open up this window, and you can come down and you can see all these details. Okay, when it is actually recently updated. February 2023, it's got updated recently. So February updates they built it. And what you can do, you can get the data, create a relationship, and create the report, and save the report, and upload and publish the report. So these are the main 4 tasks that we do: get data, modeling, develop the report, and save the report, and publish the report. How many tasks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. You will do 5 tasks in this tool. One is get data, modeling, creating report, save the report, and publish the report. Okay, so for this, what kind of laptop you require? So here it is telling Windows 10 and above. Okay, and you required a Internet Explorer 10 and above, which is the Edge. If you see this symbol, if you have this Edge, that is perfectly fine. Okay, and it should be there. Okay, and then how to install this? Whether you have a 64-bit or 32-bit. So based on that, you need to download this one. Okay, click on download. Now you see there are 2 options. If you don't know your laptop is 64-bit, then you can go for this. And if you know how do I know my machine is 64-bit, you can open this PC. There is a this PC option, is that this PC. You can right click and show more properties and click on this. You will get this kind of screen. Okay, so here you will see your device name and your RAM and your Windows edition, Windows 11 Pro, and you can also see the system type, 64-bit operating system. So mine is 64-bit operating system. If you can see here your 32-bit operating system, you can choose the first one, otherwise you can go for the second one, right? And if you don't know your use a 64-bit or 32-bit, you can go for simply this. If you are sure that it is 64-bit, then you can choose this. Now it's getting downloaded. It will take 2 minutes. That's what 1 minute. So it's based on your internet speed. It will download quickly. Okay, and your laptop also should be good configuration. At least 4 GB RAM and at least i3 processor, something like that. They are saying, but you know. So it is downloading. I think I've already downloaded it, but I'll show you how to install again. So I always recommend join from laptop. Okay, but if you download in mobile, that's okay. You will get a call. But what I recommend is you always join from laptop so that the screen will be big and you should be having pen and paper ready and you are sitting in a calm area and I mean no disturbances, nothing like that. And if you have any doubts, please note down and you ping me in a WhatsApp or in a Skype and we can discuss on that. Okay, so that's how you should do once you get the job also. So if you have any doubts, you need to work on them and you need to work with your team lead or manager, whoever it is. So once it is downloaded, you need to click on this show in folder, or if not, then double click on this. Directly it will open up. So I'm double clicking on this. It will open slowly, so you should not click again and again and again. So it will open. Let's do a refresh. It's opening. You will get a pop-up something like this, and you click next. It's already there, so you will not get something like this. So let me go back and it's asking repair, but let me do one thing. I will uninstall the previous one. So I've already installed, so I'm just removing that so that you will see what exactly it will looks like step by step. Okay, now installation is done. Now let me click next. Okay, we'll do one thing. Yes, I'll open it again because it might not be understanding what I'm trying to do right away. So for you, it will not be a problem because let me go to downloads. So 6.3, okay, 6.3 is today. So I'll just double click on this. Now you will see you need to choose language to English, and then click next. So this is how you will see and click yes. So you will get a pop-up. So any pop-up that you get it, you should say yes. So it's preparing. Now you will get this kind of next. You need to click on this accept terms and condition license, otherwise you will not get the next button. So you just do this and click next and click next. And I don't want any desktop shortcut on my this thing. I mean, this is optional. If you want, you can keep it, but I don't like that, so I'll just untick. That's it. It's very easy to install this. Okay, and you can also do that similarly after this class. Okay, and it's free. Anybody can do this. If you are facing any issues, you can install your AnyDesk and share your index number so that I can see your laptop and I can see the error. So that kind of thing that we can do if you are facing any issues. AnyDesk is a tool, something like this. AnyDesk. Okay, you will get this kind of tool and you can download and you can share this number with me. This kind of number you can share with me so that I can connect with you. Right? Okay, now it's finished and you can check this. Let's launch and it will open. It will take little while because for the first time um, okay, so something like that you will see the pop-up. You simply close this and you don't need to sign in. It will ask you to sign in. You don't need to sign in. Okay, just close the pop-up, that blue color window, and you will see something like this. Okay, so when to sign in, I will tell you. I will also give you that sign in email ID. Okay, but I will tell you step by step you need to follow. Okay, so now imagine this is Power BI desktop and it's a free tool. You don't need to pay for anything for anyone. Okay, so as I said, you need to download this. Now what you need to do, you need to do get the data. So get the data means if you want to create a report, you need to have a data, right? So where is the data? So it will be there in the Excel, it could be there in a database, it could be there in a folder, it could be there in all these sources files, it could be there in PDFs, your bank statements. Okay, so how much you are getting and how much is going out, so when it's going out, why it's going out, everything that you can analyze by your PDFs. Okay, in Power BI tool. Okay, and not only Excel, text, CSV, XML, all these things, and databases like SQL Server, Access database, all those things that you need to do. See, these many databases will connect, and Power Platforms, Azure. Azure is Microsoft Cloud, so it can connect all these things, and other services, other tools it will connect, and others also it will connect, something like this. Okay, so it will connect 19 plus sources. This is one of the powerful feature in Power BI. None of the tool will connect these many sources. Okay, so in other you can see web. I would like to connect to a website and get the data, something like this. Okay, we need to have a URL. Okay, so I'll get a URL by going here, saying that search for IMF. Okay, I'm just it's an international website. Okay, there we can see all our country's growth rate. So how each country is getting grow in the economy. So by clicking countries, you can just click on this and you should just click on all countries, and okay, and you can click continue again here in third step and choose one of the database. You can go for the first one. Okay, and just continue, and you can choose the years, let's say 2021 to let's say 2024 or 5. Okay, it's up to you, right? And then prepare the report. Now you see you will get this kind of report, but this is not good report. because we want to see in the visualization point of view in Power BI. So what we can do, we can just click on this and you can do Control X so that it will go everything. So it should be cut everything. If it is not cutting, means you are not selected everything. Okay, and then come to Power BI desktop and you see there's a pop-up for URL. You can paste there. Okay, and click OK. Okay, now beyond the scenes, it will work like a web scraping. Okay, what is web scraping? Web scrap means website will be scrapped. Scrap is like which is not useful thing, and you will put everything in the scrap, something like that. So similar way, beyond the scenes, it will scrap that website and it will give you the text, the information, something like this. See everything, whatever is there in the website, it will give you something like that, and it will also give you the tables, the data. Okay, and you can see that web where you are. Okay, so but here either you take this table or both tables. If you want both tables, you need to click both tables, and if you want only one table, you choose one table. But you see now there is a buttons which are actually not clickable. If you click something, it's not actually happening. Why? Because you have not selected any of them. So imagine you selected one and you realize that both are same. Okay, both are same, and then you want only one table out of this. So either you choose one or two, that's fine. And now you realize that there's a columns. You see country name is not proper, and the column 1, column 2, column 3, column 10 is there. So the names are not proper, so we need to do kind of a transformation, cleaning that we need to do. Okay, for that you can click on transform. When you click on transform, the tool inside the tool will open up. Okay, so what is this tool inside the tool? So now you see this is Power BI desktop which we are working on, but suddenly PowerQuery came into picture. How PowerQuery came? When you click on transform, this PowerQuery editor is popped up. Where it is, it resides inside Power BI desktop, but whenever you click on transform, this tool will open up. Okay, so let's make it bigger. Now you can clean this. So the header is this, right? So to use this header, use first row as a header option is there. So you need to click on that. Okay. Now you see this is not required. You can simply right click and remove. And the scale is also not, remove the columns. Okay. And see there is a NA option is there. So that is also not required. And let's see. So if you want to go to NA, so you can remove. First of all, why they are NA? So you can just select what is the blank values. So this is blank value. So we don't want this. So you can either go to this gearbox and it is equal to, say not equal to NA. So do something like that. But still there is a NA option is there. So how to remove the NA? You can go here again. You can search for N. See, you can untick that and click OK, because that is not the number, right? So now empty is gone, NA is gone. Now you see the black color, right? So the black color will go away, but once you go here and there, that's okay. If you do not see that black color go away, what you can do, you can save that and close and open again, so it will go. Okay, sometimes the metadata will not be configured properly, so that's where you can see this kind of issues, but that's okay. If you are confident enough, that's fine. But what we have here, country and each year's growth. And now you see how many rows we have, 192 rows we have here. If you just see the down, okay, here you see 192 rows, because each country, when there are 192 countries, 192 records are there. Each country 5 years of data, 1 2 3 4 5 years of data. Now what I want, country, year, and then their GDP. I want something like that. I don't want these many columns, but I want only 3 columns. One is country column, and then the year column, and then the GDP. So the GDP amount should be something like this. Only one column I want. I don't want these many amounts. Okay. So how do we do that? So that is called transformation. So you select all these columns. How? You click on this column and shift and go to the end column and do that. So there are many ways to do it. So you can just select control 1 2 3 4. If you press Control and do select all of them, you can do. Okay, so anyway you can do it, or either Shift or Control and click. So it will be done. Then go to transform and there is an unpivot option. So you click on unpivot columns. Now you see this unpivot will give attribute and value. So this attribute is called year and this attribute is called GDP value. Okay, now we got country, now we got year, now we got GDP value. But now you see the rows become 960 rows. So how to get the exact count? If you want to know, you can go to transform and there is a count rows option is there. Now you see 960 count and then you can remove this step. Now you will get the data back. Now this country is ABC because there are a lot of data types. You can see decimal value, fixed number, whole number, percentage, date time. So most of the things in PowerQuery you work with these data types. Okay, so this country is ABC. ABC means text. You see ABC means text. Yes, country names are all text. That is perfectly fine. But what about the year? In the year, ideally it should be date, but you don't have why? So you have only y. So what I'll go for a whole number 1 2 3 something like that. So it will be sitting here, left alignment. And this GDP value is an amount. So but you have a decimal value. So what you can do, you can either go for decimal or fixed decimal. Both are fine. I mean I can go with the decimal number, first one. Okay, now this is good. So text, number, decimal value. Okay, and country, year and GDP value. Perfect. So now what we can do, we cleaned everything. You see this applied step source is this, and you extended and then you transformed and you see promoted header, change data type, remove columns, filtered columns, unpivoted, renamed and change data type again. So these many steps that you can see, but see there's an error. So why this error? And you can go to keep rows, keep errors. No error is there. So, but why error is coming? Because we selected country, so there's no error. So let's click on GDP value and then keep error. Keep error. Why keep errors? Now you see these many errors are there. Why? Because there is a NA. NA is not a decimal value. So you close this and you will get back and go to here, because this still it is step ABC. Okay, or else what you can do, you can remove this step also. Now you see there's an ABC. So now here you can search for NA. N. Now you can untick this. Okay, now you can change the data type to decimal and change this to year 1 2 3. That's fine. Now changing it. Now no issues. Right? Everything is blue. Blue means clean data. Something is red, then we can see what is the red. Why it is coming red. Okay, you will see all those things. We will create a lot of reports. Okay, so that time you will understand if any issues comes in, how to resolve them. Okay, so for now I can say this name is IMF GDP. Okay, so you can just see this name is automatically changed here if you change there, or you can also rename here and you can do that. Okay, so that is also possible. Now once you done that, and you can close and apply. So what is apply, what is close, we will see later, but for now you can do close and apply. Now the data is coming to Power BI desktop. So far the data is there in PowerQuery editor. The tool inside the tool open up when you click on transform data. Okay, we click transform data, transform, and then the tool is opened and we clean the data the way we want it, and then we are loading into Power BI desktop. So extraction is done, transformation is done, and loading is also done. So that is called ETL. So as I said, PowerQuery is a ETL tool. PowerQuery extracted, PowerQuery transformed, PowerQuery loaded into Power BI desktop. So ETL is done. So PowerQuery is done. That's all. I mean, there are but lot of options there. So now how do I go back to PowerQuery? Now you click on transform, it will open up PowerQuery. and you see there are a lot of transformations, add columns, views, tools, so help, lot of things that are there. We will discuss one by one in the later sessions. For now, I just shown you one option: use first row, keep errors, and remove columns. So change data types, headers. So these are all the steps that we have done, but we will do a lot of things. Okay, so you will learn one by one. For now I'm closing this, okay, because I did not do any changes. So now you can see those three columns here. Now, so using these three columns, we are going to create a visualization. So imagine a country. If you bring the country, you will get a map automatically. The visual. What I have done, I just drag here into this. So now you see there is a map. So you can see all the country maps. Okay, and you see bubbles also there, but bubbles based on the GDP value. Imagine you select this, and you see once you select, you see these options here. Location is country, that's fine. Bubble size is there. You can push this bubble size to GDP value. Now you see the bubbles are big here. This bubble is big, this bubble is big. What is this bubble? This is Islamic Republic of Iran. Iran is very good in GDP. And what is this? Indonesia. Indonesia is also very good in GDP. So something like that. If you want to zoom it, you can see which bubble is big and which bubble is small. Okay, in the GDP. Vietnam is also good. Indonesia is here. If you want to know which country it is, let's say you can bring the country name here into a slicer. Now you can change this to a slicer. Now you can see where is Albania. Albania is here. Algeria in the Africa. So you can see any country. You can search for any country. Canada. Canada is here, and America is here. So you can also understand visually. You can see the business. Egypt is here. So likewise, you can just zoom it, zoom out, and you make it a slicer. So the slicer also you can make it in the slicer settings. We will discuss that later. Okay. For now, you can just say drop down, and you can make it smaller here, and you can see from here you can search. So how to enable search? You can go here, search, and you can search for, let's say, India. So you click on that, it will come India. So something like that. If you want to just search for China, so you can search for China. Okay. Now what if I want to select two or more countries? So you can just go down and you can see like control, and scroll down again, control. Okay, again scroll down, again control, click, so that you can select three countries. Now you can see one country is here, one country is here, one country, so three selected. Now if you want to remove, you can just come to this eraser mark and you can click on that. Now you will come back. Now you can also take another visual like column chart or anything, and you can say year wise and GDP. So 2021 this much GDP, 2025 this will be the GDP. So for each country also you can check. Let's say this one, this country GDP, it will be something like this. Okay, so you can click on that. Now it will increase. How do I know whether it is increased or not? So previous it was K, now it's millions. So you can also go to this and you can apply data labels, so that you can see 38 million, 39 million, 41 million. 40. This is world GDP in each year, all countries GDP. Okay, so now if you select any country and particular that country GDP 7.4K. Previous it was million, now it's K, because this country only, Algeria GDP only. Okay, so if you want to check this kind of business, now this is one, and if you want to make it another one, like another two, country wise as GDP, imagine. So that also you want to check maybe uh, in this visual. So you can bring this into y-axis. and GDP value into x-axis. Now you see all countries GDP you can see, but now I don't want to see all the countries. I want to see only top 10 countries, something like that. So can we see? Yes, you can also do that. Go to this country filters on this issue. We will discuss all these options later, but for now I'm just telling you how to filter it for top 10. You can go to basic filter and top n, and here we can say top 5 or top 6, whatever it is. But when you say top 5, you can say by the GDP. Now you see only top 5 countries, and you want to know what is how much they are actually having. You can see 79 million Islamic Republic and 62 million is Indonesia. Vietnam is 29 million, Korea something like that. And what is there actually in the 2021? This much, 19 million and 16 million, 16 million again. It is Islamic. So see how 24-25 data is came. They have estimated the data, estimated growth. This is 24 and 23, 24 and 25. It's an estimated growth data. So that's how IMF, International Monetary Fund, has actually estimated the data, and they are given for analysis purpose. Okay, so that's how it would be. And you have done this. Imagine you have done this. So you will give a name to this, saying that world GDP report. Okay, you will create a name, something like that, and then, or else you can put the, we will see all the details step by step. And then what you do, you will publish this. So once you want to publish, then you need to have a sign in. Okay, so without publish, can we publish without clicking the publish? Yes, we can also do that. First, let me save this. So once you save, it will ask you to save in a folder. Now I'm going to create a folder called March 2023. Here we are going to save GDP report. Now this is saved. Now what I need to do, I need to publish. So if you click publish, it will ask you to save, and then it will ask you email address. Okay, what I will do, Mahinda dot web 2023 at the rate Vegam8 on Microsoft.com. Okay, so this kind of email ID also I will give you your name, March 2023 at the rate Vegam8 on Microsoft.com. I will give you. Okay, so once I give this email address, your Gmail address, your Outlook email address will not work here. Okay, it will only work for a business. So if you have a company, then you can give the company name. Okay, so company email address. But if the company has license, then only it will be logged in successfully. Otherwise, it won't. Now you see, you will get this kind of pop-up to sign in. You click on that next, and we need to enter that this email ID password. That password also I will share with you. So that password that I have entered. Now I'm going to publish. You see, these are the workspaces that are created by the previous batch. So for now, I'm clicking on my workspace, and you will also see the my workspace for now for the first time. And now see it's publishing. And now you will get this link here. Open this GDP report. You click on that, it will open up. And here it will again ask the sign in. So now you see it is not working because there is a administrator who can control this. Okay, so which one should be displayed, which one not to display it, which one exported, how to export, whether you can export the summary data. So there is an option to export also. You see this export data, but once you click whether you want what kind of data you want to export, underlying complete data or only summarized data. Okay, data with current layout. So which kind of layout that you really want. So if you click, there's no, these two things are disabled actually. Okay, who disabled? There is a tenant admin who disabled that. Okay, you cannot click this, you cannot click this. Okay, now if you click export, there are only 5 lakh records only, maximum you can export into 5 lakh records, 500,000 records. Okay, so that's what the limit. If you want more than that, then there's a different way. Okay, so all those things that can be controlled by whom? By admin. Who is the admin? Tenant admin. Okay, there are three types of admins will be there and four types of roles will be there. We all discuss step by step later. And now if you go to my workspace, you click on the my workspace, you see previously created reports, and you also see all the workspaces. You might be seeing something like this. Okay, and if you click on my workspaces, this is my workspace, this is workspace. My workspace, free workspace, but the workspaces that you need to create. So I will tell you how to create all those stuff, and previous you know people are created. So you will also going to create something like this, and you will all see like this. And there is a lineage view. We will also see this lineage view, like how it's connected, what is the dependency on one of the other, and you can see this light touch light. Okay, how they build something like this. So this is one of the powerful feature, and we will discuss that later. And we will see that settings. Okay, this is a premium. How do I know it's a premium? So because it's in the premium mode, so that's where you will see, you will create this all the things. I will give you assignments on step by step. Okay, and what we have learned so far, we understand we need to get the data to prepare the reports. Okay, so that's where we get one data from website. Okay, so you can get data from Excel, you can get data from database like SQL Server, Access DB. Okay, and you can get the data into Power BI, and then you prepare the visuals and you can share to the, you can publish into Power BI service. From here uh, go to my workspace and open the GDP report, and you click on that, it will come. And now you can share this report. You can click on the share, and you can get the link and copy the link, and you can share with your team business, right? So that's how you can do, right? So that's how we do in the real time. We are sharing with the business. Okay, so now end user will tell that why this visual is not coming for me also. Okay, then we will send an email to admin team saying that can you please enable this visual to to make end users also to see. So then okay, you will go and check the settings, and you will just click on that on button, so it will come, right? And you can also do subscribe. What do you mean by subscribe? Why we should do that? And what is the get insights? How to chart in teams? So everything, each and every option. You can also export to Excel, export to PPT, export to PDF also you can do. So if you click on PDF, it will come current values or default values or whatever it is, or export a current page. So you can export this. It is opening the report in PDF. And you can try export into PPT. Uh, you can try export it to analyze in Excel. So these three things that you need to do. So the assignment I'm going to give. Okay, so now you see allow download multiple files, that's fine. PDF is ready for download. So you can click on this, it will be open something like this. Now you see the same PDF report is open. Okay, and now you go for what else we have exported into Excel, right? So that export data will be available in the download folder. Excel data. So you see, I think not this one. You can group by name, so that group by modified. Okay, group by modified. Now you see GDP data. This one I just 63 754 754. Okay, this file, and you can see the backend data also how it looks like. So something like that it will come. If you click on this, so first you need to click on this, and then you will get this kind of data. So model. I don't know why it's not coming. Ideally it should come 3 tables. Okay, so this is I mean I never do this. Let's see, maybe because of enable content it did not come. Okay, that's fine. I mean, it's asking sign in and all, but that's okay. Okay, so you can do that if you want to see the data in the Excel. But we don't do real time. End user will do that. If they do not like this in the visualizations, they will what they can do. They can export into Excel. Either they want to PPT, they want to go with PDF. Okay, so you can try this. Just try like how end user will see. Who is the end user? Whoever uses this report for their reporting purpose. Okay, so these are the things that we will see, and you can also see like gateways, a lot of things that you will check. We will create all of them. Data flows we will create, data marts we can create. Okay, RLS, you can see all of things, what are the things that you can do. And dashboards also we will create, like five types of dashboards we can create. IoT dashboard we will create. How IoT dashboard will come. So just wait second moment. You see ECG kind of report it is coming. The real time data. Every 10 seconds data is getting updated. This is not coming. You see something like that. The data is getting, real time data you are going to get. So when and how, what kind of business, how to create all those stuff we are going to see. Okay, so this is all about the demo, and apart from this what we are going to cover. So the Power BI desktop completely covered, the Power Query options completely covered. Along with that, I'm going to cover, let me open this document. So I'm going to cover Power BI desktop and Power Query and visualizations by default. So Power BI service, okay, and HSRS migration or SSRS, whatever it is, SSRS slash migration, and SSAS tabular model. Why we are covering SSAS? Because I'll tell you the reason. Okay, why should you learn SSRS? Why should you learn SSAS tabular model? What is the benefit that you are going to get out of this? But the covering topics I'm trying to tell you, and I will tell you SQL Server, how to work with, and how to write a complex queries, how to learn all SQL concepts, why you should not go for any other training on SQL Server. So everything I will explain. Along with that, Azure or Azure DevOps, I will discuss. I will tell you why we should discuss all these things. So step by step, these are the things that I'm going to cover, along with real-time scenarios. And so what else you are going to get for free? You can get the resume preparation. Okay, I will prepare you for interview point of view. So how to prepare and all. So we have a lot of material. I will share that material with you. And every day I will also record the session and will share only with you. And I can track that whether you can sharing with someone or not. So that is also possible. But I trust you. You should not go that I can see the number of views and who is actually, I can see each person's how many times open. So everything that I can check. Okay. But what I recommend is learn trustfully and you get the results perfectly. Okay, so that is my request, and believe me, you will, if you do, purposeful efforts or purity of efforts, you will definitely get the job. To get the job, you no need to do any qualification. Anybody can do that. And if you have any doubts, you can connect with me one on one. I will explain you. Only thing is you should have the passion. the madness to learn this. Passion is nothing but madness. Okay, so you need to have a kind of a every day, every minute you need to think about Power BI to get the job, how to get the job. So you can also search, like, open Naukri.com and search for Power BI. No need to log in, no need to create an email address. It will ask you to enter your details, but don't enter anything. So just search for Power BI and see what are the topics they are expecting and whether I'm covering it or not. If I'm not covering, you can ask me. So this is they are asking, will you to cover in this course? Okay, so you can ask me. I'll tell you whether I will cover it or not. So then, if not covered, then what to do? So everything we can discuss. Or you can go for LinkedIn also. LinkedIn, and there also you can search for Power BI. LinkedIn is like a Facebook kind of thing, but only for employees who are working. Okay, professional website. But whereas Facebook is, anybody can join, something like that. Okay, so keep that in mind. I'm stopping here, and if you have any questions, you can connect with me on how to pay the fee and what are the things that I'm going to get in this course. And daily the class will be, so daily 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. Okay, and post that half an hour for doubts. Okay, you can connect with me one on one, you can call, you can share the screen, or you can give any dates so that I can see your screen and I can resolve your queries. So it is a collaboration. Collaboration is one of the powerful technique that you need to work with. You might be sitting on the globe somewhere in India, and you can also work with somewhere in the US person. So you should know how to share your screen, you should know how to chat, you should know how to discuss. That is one of the greatest skill. In this course you will also learn, that's where we are in the Skype, so a lot of people will discuss with me in the one-on-one. Okay, you see something like this, so a lot of discussions, it will be go one-on-one. Okay, so imagine I'm a kind of your team lead. Okay, so let's say you feel that you got the job, and let's say how you work. So similar way you should try to work with me, so so that it's more professional discussion, right? And we will enjoy while working also. Okay, so discussion is also should be very simply, I should can I call, no, can I call for to understand this, can I call for to clarify this doubt. So this kind of professional matured questions should be asked. Are you getting the point? So when you say can I call is not a correct question to ask. Can I call for to clarify the Power Query issue? Or can I call for to ask a couple of questions on Power BI or on resume? Or I can I would like to ask questions on couple of questions in Power BI, couple of questions on Naukri, or a couple of questions on resume. So like that. So whenever you say can I call, so it should be urgent and important, and it cannot be possible in the chat. Then we can ask for call, right? So that is one of the most important thing that you are going to learn throughout this course. Okay, so being said that, I would like to stop it here, and I would like to say all the best and thank you for having the demo with me and to understand this the software, how it works and what we are going to learn. And all the best, and hope you will join this course and we can work together to you know for your new career, new dimension in your life. Thank you. I will share this recording public.